What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys why you need to run ads for your info product, even if you have a large organic following or your clients or people you work with have a large organic following. Okay, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys basically three concepts that have helped me and my clients generate a lot more money than what we were doing organically with some simple paid ads. By no means do I claim to be an expert on the topic, but I have realized organic marketing alone is a dangerous game to play. We're going to talk about that in a second. And there's a couple things I've learned that I think you guys could copy and paste, literally implement with your clients or maybe your own info product that could help you generate more money very easily and very quickly. Okay, so with that being said, let me move my face cam. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jason Malucci, and I live here in Miami, and I help people who sell coaching, courses, mentorship, any sort of info product online. I help them make more money via marketing. Okay. By no means do I claim to be an expert on the topic of info products or the topics I talk about in these videos. But the best part about that is I don't have an agenda behind these videos. I don't claim to be an expert. Okay. I have nothing to sell you. Right. So I have hit $1 million months. Here's one right here that we did in May. We're going to do another one this month as well. So I have other clients doing multiple six figures a month, done six-figure launches. Once again, don't claim to be an expert, but I have nothing to sell you. The goal of these videos is very simple. I just share what I do and share what I learn on a day-to-day basis because maybe one of you guys can learn something from these videos. And with the goal of number one, documenting what I'm doing, what I'm learning, two, sharing it, and maybe attracting other like-minded people to the channel. And honestly, just explaining shit in these videos helps me retain the information better myself when I learn something new. So I got deep inspiration to do this by a guy named Ryan Clogg in the space. Go check him out. I know this video might look similar to some of the ones he's made with the Miro board and everything. So I want to make sure I give credit where credit is due. And yeah, so something I have learned and kind of a revelation I've come to is that organic marketing by itself is a dangerous game to play. Okay. And I used to be the guy that was like, let's just stick to organic. Paid ads are scary. I don't want to fucking spend money on ads. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to be that guy. But honestly, once I actually dove into ads myself, I realized that they're not as bad as everyone makes it seem. Once again, I don't claim to be an expert on them, but it has helped me and my clients make an additional amount of money that we otherwise would not have made. And there's honestly organic marketing by itself is how a lot of info products die. So reason being, number one, organic marketing is just in its nature unpredictable. Okay. Simply put, you cannot predict how an organic piece of content is going to do. You can have a good idea. You can think it's going to do well, but you can't exactly predict down to the penny, down to the numbers. Okay. Exactly what posting that video is going to generate you in return. Okay. You can't do that before you post the video. Okay. So by its own nature, it is extremely unpredictable. Okay. Number two, organic marketing is hard to scale. Okay. Obviously you can do amazing things with organic marketing. You can have organic content that generates you $1 million a month. Okay. And I've seen that done before, but at scale, organic marketing does not last forever. Okay. So yes, you can scale really hard with organic marketing. You can scale to a certain point, but every single person, I'm sure you've seen these guys in this space who at one point in time were popping their shit. They were fucking going viral. Their videos were doing insane. They were making a fuckload of money, but they didn't have anything else coming in. And eventually that organic pull that they once had died. Okay. Because simply put, markets change. The things people are interested in now, they won't be interested in 2 years from now. Right. And so it's hard to really, really, predictably scale an offer via organic marketing alone. Right. If you need more leads and you are solely reliant on your content creator going viral or the person you work with going viral or yourself going viral, it's not a fun game to play and it makes it hard to scale. Number three, okay, organic marketing by itself is risky. Okay. I want to shout out Jeremy Haynes for this concept or this analogy that I'm going to show you, but I think it's really, honestly, I think it's brilliant. When you are doing organic marketing alone, you are what Jeremy would describe as a one-legged stool. Okay. So imagine like a stool, right? What a stool normally looks like is it has like three, maybe even more, legs, and then the stool sits right there and you sit on it, right? Now imagine a one-legged stool, okay? It looks a little something like that, okay? When you are getting all your bread from purely organic marketing, that is a very risky and dangerous game to play, okay? What if your organic account gets banned, number one, okay? What if you just simply fall off? Like maybe your videos just aren't going viral. Like I said, markets change. People maybe just aren't as interested in you as they once were. Maybe you had your viral run, right? And eventually that's just bound to fall off. So if this is what your business looks like and you're a one-legged stool, your revenue is going to fall significantly. Okay. And honestly, this is how a lot of people's offers just end up dying. The beauty about incorporating something like paid advertising into your info offer is that you're not solely reliant on your revenue coming from one single place. Okay. So imagine like this is like paid. Okay. Imagine this is your revenue from ads. Imagine this is your revenue from organic. Maybe this is like a fucking referral system you have. This makes it way less risky, okay? You should never rely on one. If I was getting all of my income solely from ads, that's also a dangerous game to play. It works in both directions, right? My ad account could get banned tomorrow, or maybe, something changes and my ads just don't perform well, then revenue drops, right? You need both. And that's a big concept in this video that I'm going to try to articulate to you, okay? And the first way I'm going to do that is by showing you an example, okay? Imagine the most breaded musicians you can fucking think of, okay? Imagine like Drake, Lil Baby, any of these guys, okay? They do not get all of their income from one single source, okay? Like imagine if Drake only got his income from doing tours, okay? Like maybe he didn't even he was just a live fucking performer, okay? That's a dangerous game to play, because what if the pandemic hits again and now you can't go on tour? What, do you just stop making money? You see what I'm saying? So the most breaded musicians, Drake, Lil Baby, whatever, they get their bread in multiple different ways, okay? They're obviously streaming their music on Spotify and shit. They get money from that. They go on tour. They sell merchandise. They get brand deals. You know what I'm saying? They're not a one-legged stool. And the same is true for your business, your info product business, etc. Okay? So at some point, if you want your business to be able to scale higher, for longer, and with consistency, you need to tap into paid ads. So with that being said, let's get into the first concept that I want to talk to you guys about. So number one, whenever you come into a client especially clients who have a big organic pull already, like they're already ripping with organic, their content's doing well, etc., this creates a plethora of easy money, warm retargeting opportunities that you can use to convert people in a different way, right? That's going to be another big topic of this video. Once again, I'll talk to you guys a little bit later about that. But I'll give you guys some examples. So a lot of times in organic content, it's not as much of a direct way to sell people into an info product, a coach, a course, or anything like that. Sometimes it's not very direct, especially a lot of the clients I work with, their videos, like YouTube videos, are like vlogs. They're like lifestyle videos. They're not as like educational into like a pitch, right? So yes, pitches are sprinkled in throughout the video, but it's way less direct. Like some of these Instagram reels, like for example, down here, they're literally just like edited videos of like a new car one of the clients bought, or of a high-rise apartment somebody bought, or something like that, because it gets people's attention. Okay, one thing organic content is really good for is, number one, getting attention, but two, building that know, like, and trust factor with the creator, right? So the creator can post these videos and people can get sold on them. Like they fuck with the creator, they know, they like, they trust them, they watch every video, they're binge watching, but they haven't had an opportunity to literally just get directly pitched on what that person sells. Maybe they just haven't checked the description of the video. They haven't seen the organic link. They haven't checked the bio. They literally just enjoy watching the videos, and maybe they're a little bit lower IQ, or they're just, not very sophisticated of a buyer yet in that particular market. And so they don't really even understand like the opportunity here, or really just the offer, right? This is a great opportunity to serve these people direct response ads to get them to convert. Okay. And so I want to make a point clear here as well. Throughout, when you're selling something like this, sometimes people are different personality types. Okay. So sometimes somebody is a personality type that just won't convert from organic content. Like they'll just consume organic content, but for some reason they just won't convert. Like maybe they're just too low IQ. Like they need a more direct way of being pitched in order to convert. And this is a great opportunity to retarget them and serve them a direct response ad. So I want to create a visual for you guys here that will explain like how much money you could be leaving on the table. So imagine this is your total addressable market, your total like organic following. Okay. Like this is 100% of your organic pool. Okay. Sorry, my handwriting is shit, but Okay. Imagine, let's just say these are arbitrary numbers. Okay. But let's say 20% of your audience, they're buyers. Okay. A 20% of your organic audience, they will buy something from you organically. It just resonates with them. The funnel you have organically resonates with them, and 20% of your audience will convert into leads, into buyers, etc. Okay. The question becomes, what are you doing with this other 80%? Because this is a huge opportunity here, and there's a lot of money left on the table by most people who don't do this. Okay. So, kind of like the personality type thing that I talked about, it's like some people aren't, like most people just aren't in this 20%. They're just not going to convert through organic content. So, why would you not serve them a direct response ad? Why would you not, give them a different way to convert or a different way to enter the funnel that's not through organic content, right? And one thing I will let you guys know about this from my experience is like these 80% of people left unconverted are fucking easy money. You literally just serve them a direct response ad. You don't got to get freaky running like engagement campaigns, video view campaign. Like you don't have to get that crazy with it. You literally could just serve these people a direct response ad, send them to maybe a new funnel with a new VSL or something like that, a new, new messaging on the funnel that might resonate with them more. It's a warm audience, right? So you're going to experience higher click-through rates. You're going to experience lower cost per results, ultimately higher ROAS. And honestly, it's just an opportunity that's hard to fuck up. But most people literally just leave this. They do not try to convert this traffic. And I think this is a huge opportunity that, has led to us adding additional revenue onto our offers, simply by capitalizing off of it. That's the first point I want to get across to you in this video is like sometimes somebody is a personality type that just won't convert from organic content. That doesn't mean they're just chalked and you're just never going to be able to get them to buy. Sometimes this is a great opportunity to retarget them. It's essentially, you're literally taking your organic audience and just retargeting them with something else, right? It's a perfect opportunity. Okay. So point number 2 that I want to make in this video, this is a really interesting one, is that paid ads allow you to add an additional conversion mechanism without hurting your organic funnel. Okay. So a point I want to really hammer home in this video is that sometimes people are different personality types that convert different ways. Not every person will convert the same way. Okay. Because people are fucking different. We're humans, right? So imagine, and also a concept I want to establish first before we get into this is that, when you're doing organic marketing with people who post organic content, it is very difficult to promote multiple different funnels at once or multiple different conversion mechanisms. I'll give you an example here in a second. But the point I'm trying to make is in a video, you can't tell somebody to, go sign up for my webinar, but also go opt into my call funnel, but also go apply for this. And then, this different funnel, like it's generally what works best with organic is one link in the bio, sending them to one funnel, one main funnel that pulls in a majority of the revenue for the client. Okay. So I'll give you an example, right? For majority of my clients, their organic funnel looks something like this. Somebody sees a YouTube video, they click the link in the bio, it goes to that main organic funnel, which is usually a call funnel. They opt in, they hit the VSL page, and then they apply, they book a call, whatever the case is, and they end up on a thank you page, right? That's just a typical call funnel. And this is typically what the organic funnel I run with most of my clients. Okay. So imagine this is generally the only funnel you can promote organically, but not everybody is going to convert this way. Okay. Number one, maybe somebody just straight up got burned by a call funnel in the past. Like maybe they bought a fucking scammy e-com, like drop shipping course in the past, and they got converted through a call funnel. And so now they're just fucking turned off by call funnels. Like no matter what, they will not convert with a call funnel at all. Maybe your messaging for your call funnel just doesn't, it's not going to resonate with everybody. Okay. Maybe people just don't like how direct it is, right? It's literally just, opt in, free training, VSL, like it's very direct. Okay. So what running paid ads allows you to do is add on a different way that people can convert in the background. Okay. Because you can leave this funnel up. You can promote it organically. It can do its thing, right? It can be consistent, it can do its thing. And then behind the scenes via paid ads and retargeting your warm audience, you can obviously branch into cold as well, is you can run additional conversion mechanisms to help convert that 80% of people that just won't convert through this, right? I'll give you an example that we did with one of my clients. So like I said, this client, majority of the revenue was coming through an organic call funnel. Okay. Let's call it This month, I think about $600,000 will come through this organic, this organic funnel right here. Okay. Something that we've done to take this client and help them add on additional revenue and hit $1 million months is take their, amazing warm audience, because, organic's amazing. If you're doing 600K a month organically, people fuck with you, right? Take that organic audience. We're retargeting them behind the scenes to a different funnel. Okay. So we would take these people, we would retarget the ones that didn't convert, and now we can serve them direct response ads, right? So we serve them a direct response ad on like Instagram or YouTube or whatever. Now they sign up for a webinar. So it's like an opt-in page. They show up to the webinar, right? And then they get sold, or they book a call and they close a deal, right? Okay. And the best part about this is we were able to do this solely through warm retargeting. Okay. We didn't even have to branch into cold. We're literally taking the amazing organic audience that we have, the people that the majority of people that simply just aren't going to convert here, or they're not going to become a lead here. They're not going to close it. You're not going to close a deal through this funnel with them. We're giving them a different opportunity to get sold via a free live class, a free webinar. All the while, this funnel is staying up. This organic funnel is staying up. It's doing its thing. It's pulling in the same amount of revenue. And now we're just adding on additional revenue by running this paid ads funnel in the back, right? And I think for some numbers, right, this client did, 600,000 organically this month. And I think by the end of the month, we will have easily added on, $300,000 to $400,000 in, revenue from this paid ads funnel, from this webinar funnel, right? So once again, that's revenue that we otherwise would not have had if we weren't able to do this paid ads. Okay. So I hope that was clear. Paid ads allow you to add on additional conversion mechanisms in the back. You can try different shit. You can try to convert people in ways that you otherwise wouldn't. Okay. Paid and organic, one of my favorite things about them is, like, once again, it's not about one or the other. It's not about like, okay, paid is way better than organic or organic is way better than paid. They both have their pros and cons, but the best part about them is they work together and they compound together. Okay. And I'll give you some examples about what I mean. So let's take somebody who enters the funnel through organic. Okay. So once again, they see a YouTube video, they, opt in. They see a YouTube video, they opt in, but maybe the next step of the funnel is that they need to apply for the program. They need to fill out an application or book a call, right? So let's take somebody who viewed a YouTube video, they opted in, but they didn't apply. Okay. For some reason, like, they dropped off right here. This is where they stopped. Okay. Once again, this is a great opportunity to take somebody, although it's organic, and retarget them with a direct response ad, essentially telling them, just taking them straight to the application. Okay. They get hit with another direct response ad, and now they go through maybe a separate funnel or just something that's direct to application, DTA. And now you convert that lead a different way by retargeting them with paid. Okay. So I want to make a point very clear here is that, paid and organic can aid each other in the sales process. Like, they work together and they compound together. Okay. I'll give you another example. Let's say somebody enters the funnel through paid. Okay. So they see a direct response. Maybe you're running direct response to cold traffic. Okay. They opt in or whatever, they enter the funnel. Okay. But they don't convert. So let's go here. They opt in, but they don't convert. They don't apply. They don't book a call. They don't take the next action, kind of like we talked about up here. Now they're on the email list. They've opted in through paid, but maybe there's an email sequence that's just blasting them to YouTube videos, to consume YouTube videos, right? Taking them to the YouTube channel that maybe they didn't even know existed because they opted in through like a direct response Instagram ad. Okay. Now they can consume these videos because we're sending them to them and we're letting them know. And then maybe they come back around through the organic funnel and they go and they book a call. Okay. And then they close as a deal. Right? Do you see what I'm saying with, like, paid and organic work together? They complement each other. They complement each other in the sales process. Okay. And so that is the point that I really want to drill home to you is that, organic marketing alone is a very dangerous game to play. And you're literally just losing out on money by not running ads. Once again, these don't have to be cold traffic, the most, complex, ad strategies possible. All I'm trying to say is most of you guys out there who work with people, especially who have big organic followings, could utilize paid to make way more money and literally just add on free money to the offers. Okay, so anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. That is the end of that one. There's my Instagram on the screen if you want to get in contact with me or ask me questions that help me make these videos better in the future, because I know the things that you guys are struggling with. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video. Drop a comment, drop a like, and I appreciate y'all for watching.